We walk the same streets almost every weekend, past the cafés we always chose, the bookstores where we lose entire afternoons, the river that somehow always made us stay a little longer. You were always close enough for our shoulders to brush, close enough for strangers to assume we belong together. But somehow our hands never met. I kept wondering if you were waiting for me the same way I was waiting for you. You never held my hand, not because you didn't want to, but because neither of us knew if we were allowed. You never held my hand, so I kept walking beside you, pretending that somehow being close was enough. Sometimes the smallest touch is the one you miss the most. And there were moments when the sidewalk became crowded, and instinctively you reached toward me, then stopped halfway as if an invisible line was reminding us who we were, or rather who we weren't. I noticed every hesitation, almost every second. Your hand came close, then quietly found your pocket instead. Maybe love was never missing, permission was you. You never held my hand, yet somehow you held every thought I had, every morning, every late night drive, every dream about tomorrow. You never held my hand, but somehow you held a place in my heart that nobody else ever reached. Sometimes I imagine a different ending, one where you simply reached for me without asking, without thinking, without fear. I wonder how different our story would have been if courage had arrived 5 seconds earlier. Maybe 5 seconds was all forever needed. Funny how memories can remember things that never happened. I still feel the warmth of a hand you never held, because my heart believed it belonged there all along. You never held my hand, but somehow you still managed to leave your fingerprints on every memory. You never held my hand, yet every road I walk today still reminds me of the one person who always walked beside me. Maybe some people don't leave because they held on. Maybe they stay because they never did. We walk the same road, only one thing was missing: your hand in mine. hand. We walk the same streets almost every weekend, past the cafés. We always chose the bookstores where we lose entire afternoons. The river that somehow always made us stay a little longer. You were always close enough for our shoulders to brush, close enough for strangers to assume we belong together. But somehow our hands never met. I kept wondering if you were waiting for me, the same way I was waiting for you. You never held my hand, not because you didn't want to, but because neither of us knew if we were allowed. You never held my hand, so I kept walking beside you, pretending that somehow being close was enough. Sometimes the smallest touch is the one you miss the most. There were moments when the sidewalk became crowded and instinctively you reached toward me and stopped halfway, as if an invisible line was reminding us who we were, or rather who we weren't. I noticed every hesitation, almost every second your hand came close, then quietly found your pocket instead. Maybe love was never missing, permission was. You never held my hand, yet somehow you held every thought I had, every morning, every late night drive, every dream about tomorrow. You never held my hand, but somehow you held a place in my heart that nobody else ever reached. Sometimes I imagine a different ending, one where you simply reach for me without asking, without thinking, without fear. I wonder how different the story would have been if courage had arrived 5 seconds earlier. Maybe 5 seconds was all forever needed. Funny how memories can remember things that never happened. I still feel the warmth of a hand you never held, because my heart believed it belonged there, oh, all along. You never held my hand, but somehow you still managed to leave your fingerprints on every memory. You never held my hand, yet every road I walk today still reminds me of the one person who always walked beside me. Maybe some people don't leave because they held on, maybe they stay because they never did. Ooh, we walked the same road, only one thing was missing, your hand in my